Okay, let's get back to it. So I posted the other video, and that was going to be my love and life video, and I just went off on a huge tangent about what's going on in our world, and okay, I'm going to get back to it. But I am going to tell you the story about this asshole. Well, maybe I shouldn't be so mean. They shouldn't be so mean. But anyway, so we listened to this person at the meeting last night who's a chaplain, not a champlain. That's a city. A chaplain. And I said in my other videos, I was already getting perturbed with him because he had mentioned that they were only Christian pastors and no Catholics, because he did differentiate. I love people who do that. And no rabbis, and I don't know what the leader of the Muslim faith, I don't know what their congregational leaders are called, but none of them. And this is in a very diverse area. It's a wealthy area of our community, but I taught there, and so I know the demographics. Okay? Oh, and there's Buddhists, and yeah, there's a lot. So anyways, somebody asked him about Metro Surge, and these are the two stories he told. He started telling that he was watching the news when the whole thing went down with Renee Good. And he said he referred to her as, is her name Good, Miss Good? And she was fleeing the scene. And I remember standing there and watching it. So the person asked, like, how do you respond to that? How do you respond to these people that, you know, immigrants are hiding and people are hiding people? How do you respond to that? And as a representative of the police department, that was his answer. And then the second thing he said that really pissed me off was there was going to be a detention center in the area where his church was. And so as a representative of the police, he was going to go listen to the town hall meetings. And you know what he talked about? He didn't talk about how people felt about the detention buildings. He talked about how people said to him, you know, we don't think of the police like ICE. We think of them as two separate entities. What? Yes, they are two separate entities. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But that's what he chose to talk about. Those were the two things he talked about when we asked about Metro Surge. And I'm telling you, there are some strong liberals in that group. Strong liberals. And I felt the energy. Even over Zoom, I felt the energy. Okay. So that's my story about him. And then, of course, I had to look up his church online, and I don't know. Not the kind of Christian I'd hang out with. Oh, I had already pulled one card, so I'm just seeing if there's another card out there. And I did take a peek. at this card. Yeah, it was upsetting. On top of everything else that happened. And you know what else? I'm not going to get into that. My writing partner, if he's listening, he knows I was upset about another reason for the meeting. You know the meeting's great when you're texting people in the meeting while it's going on. It's either great or it's not great at all. Oh, okay, we've got 3 cards. Spirit saying, go for it, girl. Go for it. Okay, the first one is grateful for life. This is the one that pulled out when I was having my rant. And right now, if you say you're going to annihilate a civilization, are you grateful for life? Are you the party that is pro-life? Be thankful for your gifts. Be grateful for not only your life, but the life around you. And that includes animals, it includes plants, it includes every living species. Be grateful for life. And I think that with all this crap going on, we need to be grateful for life, because we've witnessed that it can go away like that. I mean, we've known that forever. I can't even snap anymore from CMT. Grateful for life. The next card that popped out is Sacrament of the Present. Experience every moment as it is. In other words, live in the present. Live in the here now. Don't live in the past. That's anxiety. Don't live in the future. That's anxiety. Actually, living in the past is depression, because you're resentful, sad. Live in the present. Look at how she's just radiant. Come to me. I'm living right here. I'm right now. And look, so poignant. There's light. She's looking up. to the light. And that's what we all need to be doing right now. And then our old friend, follow your calling. I highly encourage you to get on the phone and start talking to people. And I'm talking about people that live in the city on the East Coast that think they're in charge. The definition of a democracy or a republic is that the people are in charge and that we elect people to represent us in government. That's what a republic is. A democracy is where we all show up to vote. Okay, so that happens. We're a democracy on election day. But when we're passing laws and doing other things, we send representatives. That's a republic. Spirit's talking to me right now saying, yep, you might not have needed the history lesson, Laurie, but yep. I'm sad at what happened yesterday. And I'm sad at our media for not amplifying it. There is serious shit going down. And our media is just like turning a blind eye. And so many members of Congress are just turning a blind eye. What do they think's going to happen? Well, maybe they're in the Epstein files. Yep, I said it. Maybe they're in the PDF files. I don't know. But we deserve better. The world deserves better. Our country deserves better. Our children and our grandchildren deserve better. Just bring in the calmness. And then release. Reminder, regulate your nervous system today. Easy. Breathe in for 4 counts. Exhale for 6 counts. When you breathe in, but you exhale longer than you breathe in, it helps tell your central nervous system that you are safe. Do that a lot today if you're feeling crazy and full of anxiety. Peace, love, and joy.